Welcome back inside the Chamber of Truth with your co-host Leek and Josh. We got a lot to talk about this week.
Absolutely.
We're going to start with the Riyadh season card coming up this weekend, the rematch for Undisputed at the heavyweight division, which is Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk Part 2.
And technically, not undisputed. Daniel Dubois is the IBF heavyweight title holder. Let's not do that.
Oh, that's right. So they, the politics of boxing has reared their heads once again. And
Absolutely.
taking away one of the belts from this fight so that it's not an undisputed rematch, which allowed Daniel Dubois to get a belt of his own. So I ain't mad at that. But we know what this match is. Last time they fought, it was earlier this year for the undisputed title. Alexander Usyk came out victorious with the split decision. So let's talk about it. Coming up this week, do you see this fight being a lot different than the last one? Similar? What you think about it?
In my opinion, that is a very good question. In the first fight, if you really look at it, the way it played out, Fury was basically boxing off the back foot, even though Usyk was putting a lot of pressure on him. First half, Tyson Fury was winning the fight. Boxing very well, using his jab, picking his shots, hitting him to the body. Had a good uppercut that hurt Usyk, and I think round 4, round 5, maybe even round 3. But from there, Usyk, as he does with all of his fights, he, to me, is the king of adjustments in the sport of boxing. Completely adjusted. Started hitting Usyk. I'm not Usyk, but started hitting Fury with overhand lefts. Started picking off Fury shots, throwing in between Fury shots, cutting off Fury as he was moving. Fury was trying to move laterally, use his jab and throw rights. Usyk cut that off and started throwing shots of his own and picking him off, and ultimately almost KO'd Fury. But in my opinion, I just don't see this fight going any other way, bro. I'm sorry.
So you think it's gonna look the same?
I think.
So the first fight was really, like you said, it was like a tale of two halves. The first fight,
Absolutely.
The first half, it just looked like. I mean, I knew at some point, like you said, Usyk was gonna do something different, and it happened right around the 7th round where he started really taking over and asserting himself. But for the first half, it did almost look like, man, this is the size difference too much to overcome. Is Fury just too strong for him? And then once Usyk started putting combinations together and he started making Tyson Fury bobblehead a little bit, he started bouncing him off the ropes, bouncing him all around the ring, and it looked like he damn near could have stopped him at one point. So we know that Usyk, like you said, did the proper adjustments, but the question that I have, which I don't really know the answer to,
is Fury going to come out with a new game plan?
Exactly, because now they've seen each other for 12 rounds. They've seen different looks throughout those 12 rounds. So who's going to have the better game plan coming in?
Absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about boxing, is we have to wait and see. But in my opinion, I think Fury is going to be a little bit more aggressive. Because in my opinion, I kind of feel like the way that second fight played out, I really feel like if Fury can do the same thing, box, move laterally, I just feel like if Fury can dig into his foot and just stay down on some of his shots and try to intentionally hurt Usyk or inflict some damage on Usyk, because in my opinion, I just feel like the way that the way Usyk was looking as the second half of that fight went, I think he's coming in with all the confidence. He's coming in with knowing he can do it. It's one thing to go into a fight not knowing if you can do it.
No, he found out too that he could hurt Tyson Fury, and
he got hurt himself.
Yeah.
You have to realize he got hurt. He got hurt to the body and he got hurt to the head. And you got to realize to go through all that adversity in that fight and to come back and know that you can go through all that again and beat that man, that's where I feel like Fury has to come just to be a little bit more aggressive. But in my opinion, I still think he should move laterally. I still think because Fury's best attribute is being a good boxer, being somewhat slick, and using good shots. That jab and straight right that he has. I think, and that uppercut to the head
also
and to the body.
Of Usyk too is his ability to box, and so.
But the problem is Usyk just adjusts to whatever you're doing.
And Usyk is quicker. Obviously, he's not as big as
quicker.
Tyson Fury.
He is quicker. He's light-footed. He has more head movement than Tyson Fury. To me, he punches better off angles than Tyson Fury because of his footwork. But like I said, Fury does a lot of those things well too, especially for a big, tall 6'9" heavyweight. So I just feel like Fury should use a little bit more of his size.
Yeah, I mean, I think Fury's best opportunity to win this fight is for him to find the opportunity to try to get a stoppage. For him to,
Absolutely.
like you said, to sit on his punches, turn him over a little bit, and try to, he did successfully hurt Usyk. I forget in which round he first hurt him in, but he showed that he can do it. It's just if he really looks for that more so than his typical boxer dance around you approach and beat you by attrition. If he sits down on his punches more, I think that gives him a better chance to win, but it also does put him in more danger because his ass got hurt too. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely be tuned in to see what the game plan looked like from both of them.
Absolutely. So who's your pick if you had to take one?
My pick for this, I'm sticking with Usyk again. I had Usyk coming into the last one.
Are you sure you want to stick with Usyk?
I'm gonna stick with Usyk.
You've been a little off in your last predictions.
So I guess I missed a prediction or two, and now
you missed a couple.
I said or two. That's a couple. It's two. I missed two, but that's fine. But I'm sticking with Usyk on this one. I got him by stoppage.
I'm picking Usyk by. I think it's gonna be either a split decision or unanimous decision. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, though. I personally think that Fury is gonna come out a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more. No, in my opinion, I also feel like this is a great point to mention as well. I felt like Fury got comfortable in that fight during the first half because he had hurt Usyk twice. You know what I mean? It didn't look like Usyk was doing very well at that point.
Yeah, he felt like he was fighting with a lead.
Absolutely, and I felt like Fury got comfortable. He started getting lax on his defense. And personally, I think Fury is going to have a much better defensive showing than he did, this past fight. But either way, in my opinion, I still think I think Alexander Usyk wins this fight by unanimous decision for me, not by stoppage. I don't think Fury. Fury has a very good chin. If any man that raises from the depths of hell, from the shot of Wilder, you're not getting knocked out. It's simple as that.
That man got up like he was late for work. Yeah, so that gives. We both got Usyk coming out of this one. So we'll see how it goes. We'll revisit this after the fight on Saturday, and we'll be back in here recapping it the day after for you. So tune in next time for that on the Chamber of Truth.
On the Chamber of Truth.